Hey you guys, Palm Springs Cindy here. Well, my the video that I put up regarding me being excited about a man that I met that was 51 years old really caused quite a stir. Now, part of it was some of you were very happy for me because you sensed that I was like giddy and on a high, that I met a nice guy who just happened to be that much younger after a date from hell. And then the other half of respondents and commenters were very into, what are you thinking? Why would a man 50 years old be interested in a 70-year-old woman? Are you kidding yourself? That's absurd. So this is what I have to say. I think it sparked a great conversation. I did answer a couple of people who kind of rattled my cage, I'll say. And I think I'm gonna say right now what I said to them as a response. Here's the deal. This is what I really think. First of all, yes, I did meet that gentleman who was years younger than myself, and he was adorable. I was giddy. I thought, oh my gosh, I enjoyed his company. He texted me, I text him. It ended up to be nothing. He ended up not texting me back eventually. And I texted him and I just said, you've disappeared. That's okay, and good luck to you. And I meant it. Okay, now, here in the meantime, I've had another date, and I'll tell you about that. But in the meantime, what I want to say about a mature woman dating a younger man, let's say 20 years younger. It doesn't matter if you're 60, dating a 40-year-old man, whatever. Let's just say the span is significant enough to be 20 years. A lot of people said, who are you kidding? They would never be interested in an older woman, that much older. So here's my defense. I think that some men that are 50, or I'll say 20 plus years younger, are attracted to older women. And here are some reasons why. I think older women offer more of a drama-free life. I think an older woman offers financial freedom. In other words, we're not going to be bickering and asking the man who's younger than we are for money to pay our bills, to help us pay off a debt. I think that we are attractive to younger men because we are comfortable in our own skin. We know what we want, we know how to get it. I think that women that are 70 or so are still sexually active, are still sexually desirable in other words, in their mind, they still want to have a romantic sexual relationship with a man. Now, if a man is 70, they are not always able to have a sexual relationship with a woman. A 50-year-old man is in his prime and is able to enjoy a romantic relationship. So I kind of resent the fact that people insinuate that because a woman is older, we are the victim. We are the downtrodden in the relationship. Why couldn't we think of it as, if the woman is mature, if the woman is older, she could pull the strings, so to speak. She would be the victor of enjoying a younger man and all that a younger man can provide because he is 20 years younger. So I think that for several reasons, a younger man could desire an older woman. Now, am I kidding myself? Do I think that an older woman has the body, has the look of a 40-year-old or a woman much younger? Of course not. I'm not kidding myself. But I do think that there are replacements for beauty. I think that what I said earlier, confidence, less baggage, less drama, knowing what we want, providing comfort in a way that, in our homes and what we're used to and how we're comfortable doing that, being comfortable in our own skin. I think that men would desire that. And so that's all I'm going to say about it. Once I get a little bit stingy for words, it's time to stop talking. Okay, now I do want to say that. Okay, so today I had a date with a man from a dating site. I'm going to tell you about it. We had an afternoon, a 2:30 date to meet at a restaurant. And so we did. And so I had breakfast, but I didn't have lunch. And this is part of the date story. And so I met him at 2:30. It was a Mexican restaurant. It was a real popular restaurant. Actually, I had never been there before, but it was cool. Everybody was sitting outside on the patio and the umbrellas and the music. And so we were sitting half outside, half inside at the bar. And so when I got there, we said hello. And he said, "What would you like to drink?" I said, "I'd love a margarita." There was a basket of chips and salsa there. And so anyway, we started talking, and I was, just normal conversation. And so time went on, and I was finishing up my margarita. Well, let me tell you, I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, so I was feeling my margarita. I mentioned more than once something about, I kind of didn't know how to say it, but I was hungry and I needed to eat something to soak up the margarita alcohol. So I said something like, "Oh gosh, I'm really feeling my margarita. It'd be nice to have an hors d'oeuvre." Okay, totally over his head. I didn't even finish my first margarita. He ordered me another one. And I was like, ugh. So anyway, I asked to keep my original one because I thought I'll just add ice to my new one. This time I was sort of looking around and people were being served lunch, and so I made another mention of, I'm not going to be able to drink this margarita because I have to drive. And if I don't get something in my stomach, I'm not going to be able to drive. So I waited, I took another sip, and we chit-chatted a tiny bit longer. So finally I started scooting off my bar stool, and I said, "You know what, I need to go because I cannot finish this margarita. I've got to be able to drive, so I'm going to go on and go home." And he said, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Okay." So then I said, "Well, would you like to walk me to my car?" And he goes, "Well, of course I will." So he walked me to my car, and then I stopped to open the car, and he definitely wanted a kiss. And I thought, "Oh, you are so crazy if you think you're getting a kiss," because I wanted guacamole and chips. I wanted a quesadilla. I wanted a little lunch plate. It's 3:30 by now, and I've just had breakfast, and I've had this margarita, and now I'm getting tipsy, and I can't have 2 margaritas or I'm never going to be able to drive home. You haven't picked up on the fact that you should have bought me lunch. What the heck is wrong with you? Plus, He boasted at how much money he had. Oh, I built this, I built that, I built this hotel on Hawaii, I built that. So it was not a money issue. But I thought, well, maybe I'll order something. And I thought, no, I'm not ordering anything. So I just get home. Okay, so that's another dating experience. And I did get home, and I went to my social Sunday at my clubhouse, and I had a chili dog with sauerkraut and a glass of cold Chardonnay, and I sat next to some friends, and it was wonderful. So anyway, that is that. And P.S. I love you. Mwah. Until our next conversation.